Hey everyone at Sonicstate, I'm Adrian, product specialist for RME. We are here at Superbooth 2021 and we are presenting to you the new Fireface UCXII, which is like the Swiss Army knife for all the music producers out there. Because not only does it have the latest and greatest technology from RME, like brilliant ADDA conversion, amazing preamplification, DI input at the front, we also ported the technology from our bigger brother, which is like the UFX Plus and UFX2, into the UCXII. So you can see that here we have something that is called direct USB recording, which we call DUREC. And DUREC is now part of the UCXII. So at the back, I try to don't rip away the cables, we now have a USB port, which you can use for your thumb drive, your SSD external hard drive, or your normal HDD external drives.
And you can record all channels to that?
Yes, all 40 channels that you have can be recorded to that channel. So let's do that.
Did you say 40 channels?
Yes, 40 channels. 20 input channels, 20 output channels. And all these channels can be directly recorded to your USB thumb drive. And in the most amazing quality that you are accustomed from RME. Of course, we are very keen on clocking. So Static Clock FS is part of the UCXII now. And that gives you the latest and greatest clocking technology. We also upgraded Static Clock FS with the latest firmware update, which is now going down to 1 Hertz of jitter reduction, which is like mental. So you have like always transparent and most linear sound with RME that you can imagine. And
is that upgrade available for existing products with the FS clock?
I'm not quite sure on how many, on which products are excluded from that, but generally Static Clock FS, every Static Clock FS product gets that update as far as I'm concerned. So let's go over to the direct USB recording. So the UCXII now is completely standalone, meaning all the features that I have on the UCXII can be directly controlled. The UCXII has compressors, EQ, complete dynamic section, and I can control that either directly from the UCXII. So I have my channel settings. I can go here, set everything that I want. I can go over here, have my low cuts. I have my parametric EQ, and I also have my compressor, expander, and everything else. Also something that we call auto level, which is like a gain rider. So it's listening to the input signal and tries to find a sufficient volume. Apart from that, we have also like now the auto set functionality from the UFX2. So once you reach a clipping point, the UCXII will automatically set the gain. So clipping can be avoided. So that's really cool. Let's go over to the record and playback setting. So that is what we have for the direct USB recording. Here I can just start to record all the channels. So I just go down here and press recording, and then you see that I not only see how many channels are being recorded, but I see what the USB load is and if there are errors coming and stuff like that. So I have a really nice overview of the complete setup that I have with direct USB recording. And I mean, they are separate audio tracks. So you have a WAV file that is an interleaved WAV file, but you can drop it into every major DAW like Logic, and then you have the separate tracks. And one thing I forgot. This is really cool because many people from the old days were like wishing that setting. We have now something called a custom setting for the channel. So we have something called track name now. And track name means that is written into the DUREC file. So you pop it up, you have your files and everything that you named in your Totalmix session or directly from the unit itself is now written into the WAV file. So you always know which track is which instrument and what setting.
Is that in a BWF format?
I'm not sure right now. It's a WAV file. I just drop it in and it works. And the last thing, and I think that is really cool for people at Superbooth, the UCXII now has DC coupled outputs on all outputs, meaning they go down to 0 hertz, which is great for us because we can then send out
The
control
modular.
voltages, and that's what we're doing here right now. So I have my little neat modular case, and I just send out gate information, trigger information into my oscillator and into my envelope. And I also have an LFO from the Ableton CV tool. So this is just like Ableton CV tools. There are other DAWs available like Bitwig, they also have this. And then you can expand your modular with your UCX2. And bear in mind, this is all apart from mixing. So you could mix the whole session. So this is what I'm doing here. My modular is running, so I'm starting the sequence now. My modular is running, I don't know, someone played around with my settings. Oh yeah, if you don't have any level, then you don't see anything. So here's my modular coming up. I have my analogs, and here, what you can see here is my CV channel is sending out the CV information. And then I have like the best setting ever, because I not only have the CV stuff, I can all mix. So I have some EQ settings here, maybe if the modular is too hot or the bass is too high, I can just start to EQ everything. Or I can add some reverb or delay from the UCX2, which is also part now of the effects part, like from the bigger brother, UFX2 and UFX Plus, which all had this. So I think it's like a complete setup now. I think that with the UCX2, we really nailed it. And people asked us why we're still using USB 2.0. Fact of the matter is, because it's the most reliable connector for us. You have to make sure USB is not USB, your normal USB. It's RME USB. We custom build the drivers. Everything comes in house, and we can deliver with USB 2.0 up to 70 channels. So everything is good, and USB 2.0 is really downwards compatible. It's great. It works on every platform. So why bother and use something that is complicated or would add too much cost to the end user? That's it from the UCX2.
Did we go over the input count?
Oh, the input count. Yeah, sure. So on the front, we have the 2 mic pre's, which can be fed with line input signals up to 24 dBu. We have 2 DI inputs, which are also not only instrument, but also to your normal line signal inputs.
So the XLR input, is that a combi jack?
That's a combi jack, yeah, I can just plug it out for you. So you can put in TRS or XLR, but if you put in XLR, you can also have line signals.
That can be line as well?
Yeah.
But does it auto switch?
No, you can decide it for yourself. So, and on the back, I hope you can see that, we have the additional 4 inputs, the 6 outputs on the front, and then full MIDI. Full MIDI I/O. We have the breakout for SPDIF and AES, which can be used simultaneously at the same time. We have ADAT, and then we have the word clock port, which can be used either as a word clock in or word clock out.
And we're talking 8 channels over ADAT.
Right. 8 channels over ADAT, plus 4 channels over AES and SPDIF, consisting of up to 20 channels in and 20 channels out. And the last 7 and 8 analog outs are the headphone output, but it's a fully line level output. So this one is freaking amazing. Come over to our booth and check it out and listen for yourself. It's loud, it's clear, it's punchy. It's a very nice headphone output and line level output. So then we have something else, because
Well, actually, but before we move on, the horrible question: shipping and pricing. I guess shipping is always going to be a tricky one.
Yeah, shipping is a yeah. So right now, you know what the global pandemic is, what the problems are with shipping. In terms of like MRSP in euros is like $13.99. I don't know what that will cost in the UK. I can't say that for sure right now. But that's what it is right now. So you have like $13.99 for a really nice setup. It's a mixer. It's now an instrument because of the DC coupled outputs. It's a recording, multi-channel recorder. It's an effects box. It's a mic pre. the UCX2 for me is now complete. It's one of those products where everyone is happy from my standpoint.
And I interrupted you, sorry, you were going to show me something new.
Something else what I wanted to show you is we have the Totalmix Effects app. This works with every RME product that has the class compliant mode. The UCX2 has this also, so you could use your UCX2 with the iPad, start your recording, like you know here on the side we have this is like full Totalmix Effects, so you can start your recording, you have your layouts and everything. Right now we have connected the UFX Plus, and I mean look at this is absolutely beautiful. We have like all the 90 channels just going, it's going endlessly. And that's on an iPad, you know?
Wow.
So you can control all the channels that you have on your iPad. And this works either directly over class compliant USB, or we have the Totalmix Remote. So if you have like a Wi-Fi network, you can just plug out the cable, and once it's connected to a host computer, you can just walk around in your room and have it remotely controlled. So I think that's like the full package. So you can remote control your interfaces, you can use them with your iPad, you can use them of course with Mac or Windows. You can do whatever you want right now. It's that flexible.
So could you use it in a band situation and give several people control with their own individual mix that's locked out?
Oh, absolutely. We have user settings. So right now we tested it out. It's like up to 20 iPads at the same time can be connected over Wi-Fi.
That's a big band.
It's a big band, and then you have like the settings. And then you can for every user that is registered over the Totalmix Remote app, you can control what he can do, which submix he can have access to. Everything can be set up. So it's not like you have Totalmix up open and everyone can just move around the faders. That would be horrible. Sometimes you just want to let the singer control his effects return or something like that.
You can lock
and that is what you can set up.
Excellent. So I think we are done.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to spring some a new product on me.
No, we just have we upgraded the DAC-FS now. It's not an upgrade. We changed the chip from AKM to ESS.
Yeah, this is after the AKM fire.
Yeah, we have a video on that on our YouTube channel. Sorry for the advertisement, but it clears up some misconceptions about ESS chips and how what they do to the sound. We have custom built everything with the ESS chip, so it's not like we're losing anything. In fact, we did some nice things to the ESS, so you can see that on our channel. And yeah, that's it really. Apart from that, all the other great interfaces and converters are here, so go check them out if you want.
Excellent. Many thanks, Adrian.
Thank you so much.
Have a good show.
See you at Superbooth.